menstruating, she put the keys in her panties.
That
In
means
the
she
blood.
puts the key in
Yes,
her blood.
yes,
What sort of?
yes.
Usually, whenever you mention abuse, the first set of people we look at are ladies, like men.
Hello everyone, good day according to your time. Welcome back to Learning is the Key. Hope you guys are doing well. Please, if you are seeing my channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and kindly click on the notification button. Please do like and follow my page on Facebook. As you do that, God bless you. Yes guys, there is this video I want to drop here for you guys, and I want to tell you that I personally have learned a lot of things from this video. Number one, as a woman, it's not good for you to be violent. I'm not saying that violence is something that anybody normally should do. But as a woman, try to protect your home so that your partner won't be looking for solution and they will get it from the wrong person. Like it will get the wrong solution, you understand? Like what this video is going to teach us right now, or what I have learned so far. But as a man, you too, when you are dating a woman and the woman is being violent, you don't even need to considering marry that woman. Because definitely everything one they pass through, everything you are passing through before you start marriage, it will become double. It will become, sorry guys, I'm always, I'm always laughing. Because when you are dating a girl, it's giving it to you. How can you marry that kind of girl? So guys, take a look at this video and learn something, and how this guy was looking for a help from a pastor and he become a victim of a pastor, and how a pastor starts assaulting this man. When I know what they talk, so pastor can be person will be say where they like man like him. So take a look and see what this pastor did to this innocent man. At the end of the day, he destroyed the man. See you in my next updates. Please share this video because it can really change somebody's life. And whenever you as a man is going to a pastor, you should prepare yourself. Like you shouldn't drink, eat, even because you never know So see you.
Abusing women, married men abusing their wives, boyfriends abusing their girlfriends. In his case, he is the one being abused badly. And the abuse led him to have an encounter with a man of God. And instead of the man of God helping him, something happened between he and the man of God. Something immoral.
He asked me if I take a call, and I said no. I don't take a call.
And this your girlfriend's pastor?
Yes.
The man of God.
She didn't know I was going to
She didn't know you were going to his home?
Yes.
Okay, proceed. So you took wine in his house?
Yes. And that was when he confessed to me that he also masturbates.
So he also confessed to you that he
Yes.
also masturbates?
In his bedroom.
This confession happened between you and him in his bedroom?
Yes, he told me that.
After you had taken wine?
Yes.
But how did you end up in your pastor's bedroom?
He invited me.
From the hall
Yes.
to the bedroom?
Yes. So he confessed to me too. That was the shock of my life. So I asked myself that day, how am I going to get out of this mess?
But that's a very big question you ask yourself.
Yes.
Because you went for him to help you.
Yes.
Because you masturbate. And then the man of God confesses to you that I also masturbate.
Yes.
So who is going to help who stop?
Yeah.
So when did you and his masturbation episode escalate?
We went for dinner. And when we went for the dinner, he brought wine. And he told me it's very expensive. So I have to take it all. Yeah. I got drunk like twice I've ever been. So I got very weak.
You got very weak and drunk.
Yeah. And he took me to his room. And he put in the pornography. And we were both watching. But I was very weak. And I was just lying down. But he erected, so I had to
Do.
Yes, whilst I was even weak. My penis or my dick was down.
But he was erect.
Yes, he always does that. I don't know how he does it, but I am very shy. It gets very, very difficult for me to erect in front of people. So I did it. And after he came, I don't know what came over him, but he jumped on me, started sucking my dick.
I knew it.
He tried fingering my anus, but I did not allow.
This is a man of God. What come over him?
Information we are seeing. Oh no,
Right, Vibes in 5, Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold Mensah. You can always call me, bro. You see me? Big shouts to the guys. Eddie Dazeki said, "You looking fly, man." It is what it is. Big shouts to Legend, who's also looking fly. To you, Brown, Vandy, Tommy Carl, Sat, Howard. We're here to make it happen. This is another Face Off edition, and Face Off is fast becoming the interview of confessions, you know, and this is where you get the real confessions. I mean, forget whoever else is doing confessions. This is the place. And Diana is a talk. Yeah, talk out. You know, we offer the opportunity to people to free their minds, you know, free their minds, say what they want to say uncensored. Sometimes this is just what they need for the start of good things to come their way. And so far, so good. We continue to be grateful to you, our audience, because every step of the way you've been with us, and you always offer your opinions. Some even call me privately, send me messages privately to send to these people who come to share their stories here. And it's amazing the kind of feedback we get from you. May God continue to bless you all and keep you glued here, because big things are about to happen. My guest goes by the name James. James resides in Adenta, and he's been through abuse, like massive abuse in relationship. Usually, whenever you mention abuse, the first set of people we look at are ladies, like men abusing women, married men abusing their wives, boyfriends abusing their girlfriends. You know, in his case, he is the one being abused badly. And the abuse led him to have an encounter with a man of God. And instead of the man of God helping him, something happened between he and the man of God. Something immoral. And James is going to break everything down. He's promised to say it as it is. So let's all listen to James and see what help we can offer James. James, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Arnold.
Yeah, you know, we've been chatting, and this is actually the second time I'm meeting you. And
Yes.
you've gathered courage now.
Yes.
And you're ready to go all out.
Yes.
Good. James, let's start talking so we don't waste any time on frivolous stuff.
Yes, so I met this lady. You know, it was love at first sight for me.
For you.
Yes. She was grown than me, like about 6 years.
She was 6 years older than you.
Yes.
Wow.
So I fell in love with her.
With your big sister, sort of.
Exactly.
Right.
And I didn't see anything wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with it, actually.
Yes. So she also got very close to me because I'm a very reserved person and I don't talk about people's issues. So she realized that if she had conversations with me, I keep it to myself. I don't tell anybody.
Right.
And I'm always there to help her.
Right.
But I was doing that basically because I was in love with her.
You loved her, genuinely.
Yes, genuinely. It was love at first sight. The very first moment I saw her, I wanted to be with her. And it happened. But I didn't know the dark side of it. So I call it the love of doom at first sight. And what happened was that we used to work at the same place, in the same environment. I lost my job through her, and then she took my position.
You lost your job through her.
Yes.
And she took your position.
Yes.
Wow.
Certain items got missing at the workplace. I've never stolen my entire life and never will I. But I was accused, and she could have defended me, but I mean, she didn't. So I left the workplace peacefully. And then they gave her my position. People at the workplace were
Did they know you were dating?
They didn't know.
They didn't know you guys.
But they
were
knew
dating.
I was so close to
To
her.
her.
Whenever she's sick, she's down, I'm always there.
Right.
Like if I'm coming to work, I buy stuff and then give her.
Wow.
So the colleagues and the workers there, they were all surprised she took my
Your
position.
After you got sacked or you,
Yes.
you resigned?
Yes.
Which is which?
No, I wasn't sacked.
You resigned.
I resigned.
Okay.
Because,
And then she took your position?
Yes. And everybody was surprised that this guy will not do this to you. But when I heard it, I didn't take it personal. Perhaps because I loved her genuinely. So I didn't take it personal. And I encouraged her to, do better. So later on, that was when she started, I heard from one of the guys that she found some rich man driving some Lambo or stuff like that. So she started being rude to me.
Oh.
That was the very first moment I experienced her verbal abuse.
Oh.
But I didn't take it, serious. I felt like relationship, a lot of things happen.
Yes,
so
a lot.
Why
But do you
not?
remember exactly what she said to you?
Yes. She asked me to fuck off, and then she banged the call. Anytime that I call her, that time I wasn't working, I was home. So if I call her and I tell her, oh, this and this and that, she said, no, I don't have time for you. You are not my caliber of, friend that I should even have. It was really, heartbreaking, but I took it, and I did not do anything.
Right.
And because of that maltreatment, I left where I was to another place.
To another place, neighborhood.
Yes.
Did she love you?
Well, I can tell, but maybe she did, maybe she did not.
Did you have good times? Were there times she respected you? She lived like a woman to a man?
Obviously.
She did.
Obviously,
Until
yes.
she started seeing this man.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly seeing this man.
Okay,
And,
go ahead.
it was confirmed because I got to find out a lot of things she was having then, phones, kind of shopping and all those kind of stuff. So I realized that there was
It was true.
another man.
So at that point, didn't you know you were biting more than you could chew? I mean, 6 years older than you. You were genuinely in love with her, but she wasn't seeing it. So you should have just opted out.
Actually, no.
What
I
happened?
didn't. I was ready to endure.
Okay.
Because I don't get close to everybody. In my life, I don't get close to nobody. So if I find somebody that I can relate to, I get very, close to the person, and I get loyal. So I stay faithful. No matter what happens, I stay with the person. That's how I saw it.
That's how you saw it.
Yes.
Did you ever cheat on her?
Never. I've never. I will always say this to praise myself. Maybe you can say it's bragging, but no. In my years of living, I've never cheated on any woman I've dated.
You've never cheated on any
No.
woman?
And they all respect me for that, including her.
Wow. I mean, it's just left with 3 of us. You, myself, and I think Eddie. Cheating is something we don't endorse. So, I mean, it will surprise you and those viewing, but that's the truth. We've never cheated on anybody. Eddie and I, no way. But please go ahead.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. To be honest with you, like
You've never done it?
no,
Okay.
I've never done that.
So first, she started being abusive. You realized it. How did it escalate? To what point?
Yes, I left where I was, and she was doing her own thing with a newfound lover. So I was there one day. I was working for another company then. So I used the company line to call her, and I spoke with her. After that, it lasted for almost a year. Yes, a year and a half or so. And then I didn't hear from her again. She also didn't call me. I was there, and then I received a call. A strange number called me. I picked. It was her. She lied to me that she wanted to go for some exhibition program, but she needed a place to pass the night at where I was living. So if I can offer her that help, why not? Because she struggled to get my number. It's been almost a year and a half. I said, why not? I allowed her. I shouldn't have. But I wasn't dating at the time.
Right. So you allowed her.
So I allowed her that, come, and then the next day,
You go.
you go. And she came, and what happened at the night.
Yeah.
We had sex.
Right.
So she felt entitled. Yes. And she said she wants the relationship back. I said, okay, why not? You can have it back because I'm currently not dating.
Yeah.
Maybe I was being stupid, but
it's love.
yes, I loved her. So I allowed her to stay. But sometimes, let me say this to advise people, sometimes we have dreams we do not really think it matters, but they do.
Right.
And I had a dream prior to that, her coming. I had a dream that there was a severe, some kind of catastrophe, something very serious had happened to me. And I didn't pay attention to that. And I didn't also think that she was coming back to my life to cause a lot of harm to me. I didn't pay attention.
You didn't pay attention.
Yes, so people should, if you have dreams about certain situations, please
Pay attention.
Pay attention
Okay.
to it.
She came back. You had the relationship back. Let's advance.
Yes. Now, fast forward. My colleague, one of my colleagues, the company I was working for, I was their head. So she was celebrating her birthday. And I'm very artistic and a creative person. So I wrote some lyrics for her, so that after the party or during the party, we just use it for fun.
Right.
And then I left it on my bed and I went to work. I came back and she was looking as wild as a wounded lion. So I asked what the problem was. She didn't mind me. And that was when it really began. She fought me so much, like throughout the whole night. I didn't have a sleep. I couldn't even blink an eye. Yes. Holding my shirt, pulling me here and there. And I can't beat a woman. I never saw my dad do that. So
Did she hit you?
yes, she did. She hit me severally. And I had to just relax and endure. And there were people in their house. I wasn't even there alone. And you can imagine everybody came knocking what the problem was. I went to work the next morning, came back, and I realized everything in my room was scattered. My TV, everything was scattered. And I was keeping water in this rubber bowl. She poured everything on the floor.
She poured the water on the floor.
Yes, that time to my bed was on the floor.
So that means she poured the water
On the floor.
She destroyed the room.
Everything in the room.
Ish.
When I came back and I saw it, that was the first day I realized that, no, I'm heading somewhere I don't like. So I stood on my grounds and I said that, no, she has to leave and go back to where
She came from.
she came from. And she pleaded, people in the house pleaded. She said a lot of things. She doesn't have anybody and all of that. So it's lasted for some days. And then I took her back. And then I had to go through another wars again. This time around, she took away everything in my room. Can you imagine that she had a new place to stay? Well, I don't know, maybe she told the truth. She said she had a friend and the friend traveled to the US. So the friend gave her his place to stay. So she took everything from my room. The next moment she suspected me. It's all been suspicion. Like,
The lyrics she saw, she suspected it was for a certain lady.
yes, it was. I was cheating. If I receive a call, I'm in trouble. If it's a lady, I'm in trouble. I have diary that I write everything in.
Every
event,
happening.
everything I write. So if I meet somebody, maybe I go for some meeting and I meet somebody and I jot whatever that happened and she sees it, that night, wahala for me. The next one, she took everything in my room, everything, and then went to hide it somewhere at the guy's place. I suffered for a whole week. I wore one cloth, like my pair of trousers,
And shirt?
from the Monday, in my shirt, my watch and everything. Same thing for 5 good days.
Ooh.
And she didn't even care. The next moment, I realized she got pregnant. I don't have a child. She got pregnant for me. And she used me to destroy the pregnancy.
How?
You see, we came back. And that's when the man of God,
Came into the
yes, we came back together. I took her back.
back to your house.
Yeah, not to stay, because she had a place.
She had a place, but you rekindled the relationship.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
After,
When she was pregnant.
yes, but I didn't know. She
You
didn't tell
know.
me.
Right.
She only told her cousin or so.
Right.
So I didn't know. She came back crying and saying a lot of stuff. Charlie, I'm
You're a
very
man, yeah.
empathetic. So I said, why not? Let it go. We are all humans. I've also stepped on somebody's toes.
Yeah.
So let me just move. So I accepted her. And not knowing she was pregnant.
Okay.
So prior to my birthday, I have a friend. We mostly play basketball together. He is dating a white woman. So she saw a video of ours and then she said, oh, this is your friend. I like him. He's very smart and then a very skillful player. So she took my number from my friend. And prior to my birthday, the day to my birthday, she gave me a call.
Okay.
A surprise call.
Right.
And we had a very lengthy chat. Unfortunately for me, she was there.
Okay.
And
Whilst
I put
the
it,
conversation was going on.
yes, I put a call on loudspeaker
Okay.
so that she wouldn't think that I'm doing anything. So we had a very, not knowing, she was thinking different.
Oh, okay.
This is my friend's girlfriend. Conversations open, everything open. We don't even chat. So she got furious. My birthday was destroyed. She virtually made sure that I was locked up in her room on my birthday.
How did that happen? What did she do?
So prior to that, after I spoke with a
The
white lady,
Yeah.
she kept quiet. And then the next morning, before I woke up, she had locked everything, her door, and she has kept the keys. And what if she does that? What she does is if I'm not lucky, and then she is menstruating, she put the keys in her panties.
That
In
means
the
she
blood.
puts the key in her blood.
Yes, yes,
What sort of...
yes. Because she knows I will never.
Is she psychotic? I mean, sorry. I mean, this is your woman I'm talking about. Forgive me.
Oh no! Don't say that. I mean, she may be. We all have.
but
we all have.
Put the key in her menses.
Yes.
So that you don't go for it.
Yes.
Oh, I'll go for it now. Oh, my freedom is key.
Yes.
I'll wash my hands.
But you have to fight.
That the fighter won't fight.
Yes.
That's the thing.
You know, and she knows I won't cross that line. Fight and go.
But
No.
You won't cross that line.
No, I won't.
So she buries the key there.
Yeah.
That's even not healthy.
That's what she does, and she doesn't care.
She doesn't care.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. So she did that. My birthday, I was very sad, and I didn't speak with anybody.
She locked you up.
Yes, she
And
locked me up.
both of you were in the room, or she left you.
No, she couldn't have left. She was there. She knew if she opened the door,
You will go out.
I'll go out. And I'll push her aside. So we were struggling. Like, it was my birthday. And I need to go and take fresh air, sit somewhere. You said you don't want to do anything with me. On your birthday, I bought you a lot of gifts, surprised you, even if not too much. I did the best I could for you.
Yeah.
But on mine, you're destroying. Let me go out and then have some fresh air. Maybe go to some joint and then do what I want to do. And she said no. So we're struggling. And then I pushed her. I pushed her with my elbow.
Okay.
And that was when she fell. She fell. When I pushed her, she fell. So I realized she was bleeding.
Oh, miscarriage.
Yes, I didn't know. I was even thinking it was a menses. So I got scared that I've hurt her. So I went to hold her and I apologized to her. So later on, her cousin called me that she called her to tell her that the pregnancy that she wanted to surprise me with on my birthday, I destroyed it on my own birthday.
On your own birthday. Okay. Okay. I mean, but okay. And that made you sad.
Yeah. So I left the relationship.
You left the relationship.
Yes.
Great.
After that day, I left the relationship. Everything I'm telling you, that's the truth, you know. And when I left the relationship, Mr. Arnold, it will be very difficult for a man to stay with her because of the way she is. So,
did you now, perhaps putting one or two together, realize that this could be the reason why she was perhaps single at the time you met her, even though she was way older than you are?
yes, I guess so. I guess so.
Okay, so let's advance the chapter. You left her. What next? What next? What next?
So she went to see her pastor. And then her pastor asked her to come and call me. Right, so she even called me on phone and said that the pastor wants to talk to me. I said, okay. So I went there. I didn't speak to the pastor on phone. I went there
to meet him.
To meet him. It wasn't one-on-one consultation. I had to go to the church one evening. And then when I went, the pastor himself singled me out. I had never met him. I don't know him. So he called me and then he asked who I was. So he said what he said, and he said I should come to his office to meet him. I said, okay, no problem. I will. So the following day, I went there before I even went to work. I went to his office and he didn't say anything that day. What he told me was that if I'm going to work and I feel I'm late, I should go and then come back
later.
The next consultation there. I said, okay. So I left and I went to work. So the next one, I went to see him. I had a problem. The problem was that, well, I associated it with masturbation because if I get a job, I do as much as I can. I've been very productive. I've worked with a lot of companies. And in the end, I will either be accused of something I don't know about, and then I have to stop the job.
Yeah.
So I had a problem. So I spoke with him about it the following day.
About the problem.
Yes. But what made me listen to him was that he mentioned my problem of masturbation the next moment I went there. I didn't tell him.
You didn't tell him?
Yes. So
did your girlfriend know about it?
No. My girl doesn't know I masturbate, actually.
She doesn't know.
Yes. Okay. Because I'm a very shy person.
Right.
So she doesn't know. And then he told me. So I felt, okay, he's the only person who has been able to tell me.
See it, yeah.
So hopefully he can help me out. So that my job issue, my whole life issues will be sorted. So I just, went to him. What he told me was to come to his home. And he asked me what I wanted to do. And I told him that, I've done this work for these people. Sometimes I don't even get paid. But I have a very good business plan that I want to start myself, And I explained it to him. I'm somebody who also writes a lot, so I have novels and I have those kind of things. I want to run my own business. And he said, oh, but I can start, by getting a job that he can offer me with a very good salary.
Right.
I said, okay, I can start saving then.
And then towards it.
Yeah. And that was when it began. So I had to go to his home with my CV. And he took the CV. That day was the first day I took wine. He asked me if I take alcohol, and I said no. I don't take alcohol.
And this your girlfriend's pastor?
Yes.
The man of God.
She didn't know I was going to the
She didn't know you were going to his home?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the man told me I should not.
You should not tell her?
Yes.
Okay. And you didn't bother to ask why he didn't want you to tell your ex-girlfriend?
Because he said that we are men. Some steps you need to take in life.
As a man?
Yes.
Okay.
And you need to take it alone.
I get it.
All right. So if I get a job, she should not know the source.
Okay.
Where it came from.
Right.
But he wants to help me.
To get a job.
Yes.
So you can be financially stable.
Exactly.
All right. Let's proceed. So you took wine in his house?
Yes. And that was when he confessed to me that he also masturbates.
So he also confessed to you that he
Yes.
also masturbates?
In his bedroom.
This confession happened between you and him in his bedroom?
Yes, he told me that.
After you had taken wine?
Yes.
But how did you end up in your pastor's bedroom?
He invited me.
From the hall
Yes.
to the bedroom?
Yes.
With the wine, or you took the wine in the hall? Or
No, wine in the hall.
Wine in the hall. Then
Yes.
after you got wined up, he took you to the bedroom?
I actually ate. The cook,
Yeah.
prepared something. So I ate. And then he took me to his
bedroom. Okay.
Well, sometimes you feel like, okay, if once it's a man of God, you're safe. And then you feel that you're worth it.
Wherever
so
he
you don't
take
even,
you, yes,
you
will
don't
go.
even.
He's a man of God, for crying out loud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he confessed to me too. That was the shock of my life. So I asked myself that day, how am I going to get out of this mess?
But that's a very big question you ask yourself.
Yes.
Because you went for him to help you.
Yes.
Because you masturbate. And then the man of God confesses to you that I also masturbate.
Yes.
So who is going to help who stop?
Exactly.
Right. Let's go on. Interesting. Interesting.
So for me, I kept asking myself, but anyway, we move. I had a focus. My focus was to get a job because now he had my CV. Get a job and then prepare myself for my own business.
Right.
Once he promised a very good salary. And the next moment, he called me and he told me that I should come to his house. And I went. When I went, he told me point blank, that day we took wine again.
Again?
Yes. If I go to, he serves, he's the one that serves
Right.
me. He's rich, but he does things for me himself.
Okay.
So we took the wine again, and then he told me that I should help him masturbate.
You should help him.
Yes.
When you went to the pastor again,
Yes.
he served you wine.
Yes.
And then told you to help him masturbate.
Yes, because he sees what I do in my closet.
Okay, he sees it.
Yes, he sees what I do in my closet, and he wants me to do the same for him.
For him.
Yes. It's
Again in his bedroom.
of course.
Does he live alone, or there are people in the house?
Well, there are people in the house, not too many. There are workers.
They are workers. Is he married?
No,
He's not married.
no.
Okay.
I did not see any.
Any woman or wife.
No,
Okay.
no. But there are other people there.
Okay. So did you do it?
Actually, I did. To be honest, I did because I needed a job. I needed to be financially stable. So I did. The first time it was difficult, so he got angry. Yes, he got angry. And the next moment, similar thing happened. I did, to be honest. But for me, I did not ejaculate. Because of my shyness.
You didn't ejaculate.
I didn't even erect.
Was it a sexual encounter?
Yes, he will put on this thing, pornography.
He puts on pornography.
Yes. So
Gay pornography or normal pornography?
no, normal pornography.
Okay.
I can't watch gay pornography.
Okay.
So that's what he shows. And he will say we should both watch.
Okay.
Yes. So kind of like friends, right? So we will both watch, and then he will erect. I don't know how he does that, but he
Yeah.
will.
So he will erect.
So when he does, then I have to,
Give him pull
yes.
it.
Yeah,
You hold
pull
it and you pull it.
Yeah, like I have to masturbate it for him. I don't do things like rowdy. I'm very, composed. So I do it gently.
Gently.
And then,
Till he comes.
yes, still he comes.
He never requested to insert it in your butt.
No.
You
Never, no.
That never happened.
No.
Okay.
No, I have personal integrity. You can't even tell me that, and I was doing what I was doing.
But you were
for him.
at this point, you were compromising whichever integrity you've had. I
It's
mean,
true.
because you went to A, so you could do B, C, D.
No, I have limits. In my mind.
Okay, so
my mind,
so you sold half of your integrity.
Yes, I sold half of it.
No problem.
Because nobody was seeing it.
Yeah.
And I was selling it for a good job
For
and
a
money.
good job, right?
Yeah.
But like that would be a very, I don't know how to describe it, but a tight corner for you to decide.
Exactly.
Between money and job and your integrity.
Exactly.
So you did it for him.
Yes,
He
I
comes.
did. Yes.
Does he give you money?
No, actually, he gives me transport fare, but I don't take money.
You don't take money.
I wanted the job
The job, okay.
because I wanted to start my own.
So
thing.
did he ever give you the job?
He never did.
He never gave you the job.
Yes.
He never gave you the job.
No, he never
So
did.
if he had given you the job, would you have been okay with it?
Well, in my mind, if he had given me the job, maybe he wouldn't have seen me like that again.
Okay.
I would just take the job because I feel like I've done what he wanted me to do for
Okay.
him. And that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, so he's paid me for
Right.
whatever I did for him.
So how many times did this happen in his bedroom?
This happened like 3 times continuous.
In his bedroom?
Yes.
And each time he came,
Yes.
you took wine, watched pornography, you gave him hand job, and then he
I
came.
tell you,
And this is a man of God. And when this is happening, do you still see him as a man of God?
No.
How do you see him?
no. Well, the way things go, you have to, you see yourself as friends. Yes, like as mates.
As mates,
Yeah,
men.
though he's very grown than me, but it feels like you are mates. That's how he will make you feel.
Yeah, like
right?
you guys are cool buddies.
Yes, exactly. That's the whole point. Your buddies. But when you leave, until he calls you, you don't have access to him.
You can't call him.
No. And I'm not the type that will go to his office or go to the church, to look for him.
Okay. So he calls you and then
Yes.
you go.
Yes.
Did your girlfriend get to know that this was happening between you and her pastor?
She never knew.
She never knew.
No.
You
I
didn't
wasn't-
tell her.
I wasn't going to let her know.
Right. And did the man try fixing the relationship between you and her as the main reason why you guys got connected?
Of course, she had to, like the man of God, had to make me go back to her so that she will know that he fixed the
He
problem.
fixed the problem. But then he opened a different chapter with you.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
So that it will be like a cover up.
A cover-up thing.
Yeah.
So when did you and his masturbation episode escalate?
Well, he invited me to a program
Okay.
somewhere in Obuasi,
Right.
and then we went. We booked separate rooms that day, and then we went for dinner. And when we went for the dinner, he brought wine, and he told me it's very expensive, so I have to take it all. Yeah. I got drunk like twice I've ever been. So I got very
You
weak.
got very weak and drunk.
Yeah. And he took me to his room. And he put in the pornography. And we were both watching. But I was very weak. And I was just lying down. But he erected, so I had to
Do
yes, whilst I was even weak. My penis or my dick was down.
But he was erect.
Yes. He always does that. I don't know how he does it, but I am very shy. It gets very, very difficult for me to erect in front of people. So I did it. And after he came, I don't know what came over him, but he jumped on me, started sucking my dick.
I knew it. Eddie, come back. Come back, Eddie. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
It would get there.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean,
It's
you might not, but out of the two of you, or between the two of you, one would have the tendency to want to do more.
Yeah. And it was very dark. You know,
So did
He
you
tried-
feel it? Did you get up when he started doing that?
I was drunk.
You were
but I never came. Like I never,
You
even if I'm
get
having
aroused?
normal sexual intercourse,
Right.
It takes me a longer time to
Come. But you get up.
Yes.
So you were up when he started sucking.
Yes.
you.
When he did, my
got
dick
up. Got up.
got erected. So he did it for some time.
He did
I
it for some
didn't
time.
come.
You didn't
I
come.
was so weak, but I still did not come. Then he tried fingering my anus, but I did not allow.
This
That
is a man of God. What come over him?
I don't know. So I stopped that one.
You
But
stopped that
know
one.
that one you can force yourself and then
Yes.
stop it. So
Yeah.
I didn't let him go to that side. But that day, that night, myself, I felt something had left me.
You felt something had left
Yes,
you.
I felt very empty
Oh.
as human.
Whoa.
I felt very, very, very empty. I could not sleep,
You could not sleep.
even though I was that drunk.
Did he sleep by you? Did you
No.
guys sleep in the same bed?
He kicked me out my
To your room?
room.
After he did what he wanted
Yes,
to do and you
yes.
stopped him from putting his finger in your anus?
Yes.
He got angry?
Well, I don't know, but he kicked me out of his room.
You ended up in your room?
Yes.
Whichever way.
Yes.
And then the next day, how was the eye-to-eye contact like? How was conversations like?
He frowned. He frowned.
He frowned.
Yeah, he frowned at me. And he made it seem like I did him wrong, right? But at that point, I was not going to please no one because that night, what I went through was not good.
It wasn't good.
No, I've never felt that way before. I had never in my life felt like I felt so empty. I felt like I'm no more even human.
Wow.
Yes. So we both didn't have any conversation. And then we came back.
You came back.
Yes. When we came back, I had a dream that myself, I was standing there with myself.
You had a dream and you saw yourself with
Yes,
yourself.
Yes. And myself pushed me off the bridge into the sea. So I killed my own self.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. You saw a clone, for
Yes.
better explanation. You saw a
Exactly.
clone of yourself.
Yeah.
And yourself pushed yourself into the sea,
Yeah.
off the bridge.
Yes. The deep sea.
It's like you are your own self-destruct button.
Yes.
Was hit.
I was destroying myself. You know, I don't, because I'm very reserved, I'm very prayerful too. You know, despite the fact that we want to edge on in life, yeah, I'm very, very prayerful. So when that happened, I realized that I had done something abominable. And since then, it's been like even the job interviews that people used to call me. Any job interview I go, previously, they'll pick me for the job because I love what I do.
Yeah.
So, but since then, every job flew away.
Every job flew away.
People who liked me, who loved me, never did no more. Like life turned upside down completely.
Ever since that night.
Yes, life turned upside down. In the midst of a very abusive relationship. What choice will you have than to think of committing suicide?
So you thought of suicide?
Yes.
You became very suicidal?
Yeah. I was staying alone. I was not getting close to anybody.
That's depression?
Yes,
or,
depression.
I
Very.
You are very depressed.
Yeah.
Don't you have siblings?
Well, I have few, but I'm not close to them.
You're not close to them.
Yeah.
Your parents?
They're there. They are very old. I cannot go and then
You can't tell them.
bother them with my problems.
So it's just you.
It's just me.
No friends.
No friends. She actually, well, I had one friend, or let me say two. She destroyed my friendship with them.
She destroyed your friendship?
Yes,
with
like completely.
This big sister of a girlfriend
Yeah.
destroyed your friendship?
Yes,
with your
completely.
friends.
So they all even abandoned me.
So it's like you put yourself in, like, you see,
Exactly.
once you start eating the old woman's food, you have to eat for it to get finished.
Yeah.
So are you done with the old woman's food? Eddie, why are you laughing? I had to ask her now. We are here to ask questions. Or you are still eating?
No, I'm not eating.
You are done.
Yeah. The last straw, you know, after the man of God made us come back together and all these things happened and life became a living hell and a lot of issues I don't even know what was happening to me. So one day, thank God, she works for a very good company, or she was working with a very good company.
Yeah.
So she asked me to go see her at a far place. And I told her, that, look, I'm dead broke, but I can come there with my last penny. If I'm returning, you have to give me
Something.
Yeah,
And you said it before you even
Yes,
got
I
there.
told
This is
her point blank.
communication.
Yes.
Yes, you open it up
Yeah,
before.
I didn't hide it. I
Yes.
told her.
Yeah, a lot of respect for that, man.
So I got to the place in the night, around 9:30 p.m. The gate was locked. Her phone was off. I messaged, I called, I WhatsApped, everything.
Oh.
I got stranded.
Oh.
And it's a far place. I can't walk back home. I don't know nobody. And it's night. So I had to walk from her place to Coca-Cola Junction.
Oh.
And then I fortunately saw one Trotsky. So I begged the mate. I told him,
Your
showed him
situation.
my phone, I showed him everything that I'm not a bad person, but my situation. So they should help me. So the driver agreed. And they took me back home. And then afterwards, I called up the relationship. Like, look, I'm tired. I'm really, really, really tired of this. And to be honest with you, you have benefited in the relationship. I haven't. I have gone through trauma and abuse, and it's enough. So let's call it
Quits.
quits.
And she agreed.
And she didn't agree.
Oh. So it's like you are her backup plan. If she goes, and it goes wrong, then she falls on you
Yes, because I'm
and stays with you to look. When there's a green light, she will go. When it goes bad, she falls on you.
Yeah, especially if she needs like good sex, right? I don't sleep around, so if
So you
I'm
are powerful.
yeah, I won't say I'm too powerful, but I'm very good, right? And because of the masturbation, my dick is a bit big, right? So
A correct advertisement to the women are watching.
no.
No, I mean, you don't think so, but I am thinking so for you. Hey, my people, they like dick matter. These women of Vice in 5. You see your inbox right now. Can I talk to that young man? So,
yeah.
bottom line,
so
James.
she will come back.
She'll
and
come
then-
back to you.
Yes, like beg.
Yeah.
But I would say no.
Wow.
Right? Something happened to her and I helped her out. They took away her child. So I had to go to some place with her, slept in the cold and all, a lot of stress, but I came back. And I left the place because she disgraced me at the place again.
Oh.
Yeah, she disgraced me. Like, it was crazy. And when I left and came back, that was when she started again.
Another abuse.
Fighting me.
Wow, James. So now, what can we do for you as you know, viewers of Vibes and Five? Do you want a counselor? Do you want a male or female counselor?
I have a problem. My problem is that, and I'm being honest.
Be honest with me.
Yes. When things got worse, she paid my rent because she is in a very good company. She paid for my rent.
For rent, yeah.
Yes. That's the only thing between herself and me right now.
Right.
And I will need you, most especially because of the trust I have for you and then everyone around here and your platform to help me sort out that debt. Don't give me the money. Maybe you can even have the police as witness, then you pay her off. Because currently as I'm talking to you, she's in my room. She says she's not moving.
She's in your room as you speak?
By the time I get home, if I go and run around, hustle, by the time I get home, my place is dirty. If I'm not lucky and my light goes off, my fridge becomes something else. My whole place is messed up.
Why?
And I can't even have a sleep. If I sleep, she realizes I've slept. She has to bang the door and I have to wake up.
Why?
Because I owe her.
You owe her. So she's in your house now. She's in your room.
Yes, as we speak.
Waiting to get her money before she...
Yes, and it's not... She shouts on top of her voice at 12 a.m. I can play recording just
at 12
last night.
a.m.?
Yes, just last night.
Just last night she was screaming. Screaming what?
To keep money.
Oh.
So I explained to her that I've been with you. And when things are good, I mean, we are all fine. But, things have not been good.
How much is it?
It was 5,000 that I took, right? But that was cumulative. She paid my rent 3,000. And what happens is that if I have to buy something for us, I take her money. Say, oh, give me like 200. Give me 100. I buy stuff for us because I'm the man.
You are the man. So you take her money. It's like you borrow.
Yes.
To buy stuff for you.
That was 20, like 2,000.
Okay.
Right, and then the 3,000 for that one. She
so
gave me bulk money for my
for 3,000 for your rent.
Yes.
So all put together, you owe her 5,000.
Yes.
And upon all what you have done for her, because of these 5,000, she's in your room now as you speak.
I swear.
If you go home now, she's there.
Oh my God, she's in my room right now.
Waiting for her money.
Yes.
Does she sleep there?
She does. She doesn't care about anything. She knows I'm not going to fight her. So she does what she likes.
But are you still knocking her?
No.
Even now that
To be
she
honest
wants
with
her
you,
money.
I promise myself that is never going to happen
So
again.
you don't knock her?
No.
She doesn't request for it?
She has.
She has requested?
Yes.
She wants to come and take her money and she's still requesting you to knock?
Yes.
Then anytime you knock, deduct it.
I think what she wants to do is that she wants to pull me back in the relationship.
Into the relationship.
With force.
Yes.
But I've realized that if I go back into the relationship,
It will escalate.
I may end up losing my life.
Ooh.
Yes.
So you want to pay her off for her to go?
Yes. To be honest, all that it takes, I just want her out of my life. Because I'm also now growing. I need to have a family. I can't kill myself because of this.
Eddie, so in this instance, what do we do? Okay, so this is it. James has told the story. He's been very honest. He's mentioned what his problem is. His main problem is not even his psychological state right now. It's his financial state. The last time we did this for someone, it turned out bad. And Eddie, what do we do? Like, what do we do? He said James needs 5,000. Okay, so let's put it this way. People help people, okay? People help people. We won't say that we are going to solicit for funds for James. No. But you have heard a story. If you want to help him out of your own volition based on what he has said, so that if it turns out to be true or false, you still would not have, we will not have ourselves to blame, and you also will not have yourself to blame. If you want to help him genuinely, and before you do so, I would advise that you request to get in contact with him. Then you would talk to him for as long as you want to. If he's able to convince you and you feel touched to help him, then you help him. Then it becomes a deal or something between the two of you and your friendship. Eddie, I don't know if I've captured it well. So it doesn't become like we're soliciting for funds for James. No. He has told his story. Maybe you might want to know more. We are not going to investigate him because we are not soliciting for funds for him. What I would do for him is to get him a counselor. That I can do. So we are not soliciting for funds for James. However, if you hear the story and you want to hear more, maybe there's something you want to find out from him or something that we all need to know. Can I give your number out if someone requests? I shouldn't give your number out.
No, you know how hard it was for me to even come.
It's difficult.
Here. Yes.
So then if someone wants to help or communicate with you, what should they do? Maybe get a different SIM.
It has to be registered. I don't want to be traced. That's why I said
you don't want to be traced.
I can't come and sit down here and lie to anybody.
No, it's not even about you lying.
So
yes.
No, but I have to say I have so much respect for you in the platform. And it's unfortunate it has to come this way or this far. But then for my identity, because of the issue with the man of God, I know he's very powerful. I honestly know.
Yeah, he's very powerful.
If I get traced, no.
He could worry you.
Yes.
Okay, so again, Eddie, what can we do? You can give me ideas from where you are seated. If you want to, because I know definitely once your face didn't show, okay, and someone would be interested in helping you, we would want it. And Eddie, it should come through us. It should come through us.
Yeah.
It should come through us.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. But then we are not soliciting for funds. Okay, we are not soliciting for funds. Let me make it clear. But we are humans. I mean, there could be someone here who didn't even come to talk about money or anything, and you just fall in love with the person, you want to know more. If out of that you would like to help James, okay, you get in touch with us. Eddie will do that job for me, because anything money, Eddie will do it for me. He's very meticulous. And we're still refunding Patrick's money. We're still doing refunds, maybe for another week. So if you ever sent money to be donated to Patrick, we didn't do the donation because Patrick came to lie. And we have given most people's monies back to them. We've given it back to them. And we can show receipts of all transactions. So if you want your money refunded, your money is still there, breathing. Get in touch. We'll send it back to you. Okay? And if you want to help James in any way, you contact us. We'll put the number there for you, and then you take it that way. Okay? James, you'll find solution. Don't worry. Okay? Yes, your story is sensitive, and you wouldn't want to be traced. It's a very dangerous one. We'll handle it well. Eddie, thank you. Crew, thank you for coming. James, thank you for coming. My name is Arnold Mensah Lavanyo. God bless each and every one of you. We out.